U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Prescott on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A little juke. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. throw. Cousins. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll run for it. Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt.
As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They go play action. Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. Touchdown! D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wilson snags it left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Able to slither by. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Cook following the penalty. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing. And bang that one through.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Complete, Jefferson the target.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On the ground, it's Cook. He can't get him down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Westbrook.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They run it again with Cook. Fighting through it, he's got space. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 83 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb, 79 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
201 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They run, Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Down to about the 22 here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started slugging. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll spy him at the 3-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Going to fake it, and this is caught out in the left flank, and he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And now here is another interception.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Third down, Dalvin Cook. Able to power through and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Busts through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I I just got 20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready, I'm ready for war. I'm ready for. I flip the switch.